Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is, I guess, the second pre-delivery video that I'm making about ordering the Tesla Model 3. The first video I just talked about like how much it cost me and kind of the ordering process, and I'll post a link to that video over here. But on this video, just gonna talk about my experience in the last couple of weeks of waiting on this delivery. So when I placed the order for the Model 3, I did it on January 26th. It is now scheduled to be delivered on February 23rd. So actually less than a month from ordering to delivery, which is actually pretty good. Because initially when I placed the order, the estimated delivery time was 8 to 11 weeks. But then every few days when I'll go online to check on the order, the delivery time kept getting shorter and shorter. And then all of a sudden one day I get an email and it's asking me to schedule my delivery. So from ordering to pick up less than a month, that's actually a really good time frame. Of course, part of the appeal for the Model 3 is, the savings that you get from it, as far as like, save it on gas or not having to pay for oil changes and low maintenance and all that. But no one told me about all these accessories that I'll be spending my money on. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. And then I found out about this Tesla tax, and I'll explain what the Tesla tax is in just a minute. So I've kind of fallen deep into this Tesla accessory buying hole. Over the last couple of weeks, looking online at, just different modifications that I might want to get done to the car, just what other Tesla owners are doing to their Model 3s. Then you run into all these videos about the 10 must-have accessories for your Model 3 and the 5 must-have accessories for your Model 3. And you're like, oh my God, I absolutely need that. Click buy. Oh my God, I need to get that one. Click buy. And before you know it, I'm not even going to say how much I spent on accessories for a car that I don't even own yet. It's ridiculous, but I spent a lot of money. Watching these videos, some of the stuff you're like, oh, what the hell? Nobody needs that. That's ridiculous. Why do I need to get that? That's ridiculous. But then a lot of them you're like, okay, I need that. I really do need that. I mean, some of them, granted, regardless of what car that I would buy, I would begin those accessories anyway. But a lot of the stuff that I bought are of course specific to the Tesla 3 that you probably would not be spending money on if it was any other car. So here's some of the stuff that I spent money on since waiting on the Tesla to be delivered. I'm gonna open some of these packages, some of these boxes, so you can see what's inside of them. Hell, even this pressure washer. Before now, I'd always taken my cars just to the drive-through car wash. But since researching the Tesla and everybody keeps talking about how fragile the paint is and all that, I started thinking, you know what, maybe I should get a pressure washer and wash my car at home. And that's how I ended up buying the pressure washer. Now, of course, that's not specific to the Tesla. I can use that around the house for other things. I can wash my other cars with it. But again, that's something that came about from me falling into the Tesla rabbit hole. So yeah, let me open up some of these packages so you can see what's inside of them. So the first item here is floor mat, which, I mean, this is pretty cool. The Tesla the Model 3 that I bought does not come with floor mats at all. But even if it did, it would be nice to have this all-weather floor mat, so that's why I got that. This is of course specific to the Tesla. If you're a Tesla owner, you should know this already. Since the whole bottom part of the car is just the battery, you can't just jack it up like a regular car if you need to. So they make these, I guess these pucks or whatever they're called, that insert into specific locations around the bottom of the car. So if you need to jack the car for a tire change, or do something with your tires or whatever, you gotta plug this into the little hole, insert into the little hole, and then put your jack up underneath here. So that's one thing I bought. I bought these PUDDLE lights. This one I think has like the Tesla logo. This one, because everybody keeps talking about how dim the lights in the Tesla are, the interior lightings. So I bought I'm gonna be replacing all the interior lights, the lights in the footwells, and then the trunk with these brighter LED lights. The Tesla armrest has some kind of gap in there to where they make this accessory right here that you basically just stick in the armrest, and it's kind of like a hidden compartment in the armrest. I'll post a picture of this in the video so you can see it. I got that. Let's see. Of course, I got the screen protector. That's what's in here. This is pretty important because, like I said, a big chunk of the car, you do most of your controls of the car on the 15-inch screen in the middle of the car, so you definitely need to keep that screen protected. I bought these for the front release. On the Tesla, whenever you open the front, it just kind of pops open but doesn't swing all the way up. These are some aftermarket stronger, I guess, struts that make it to where whenever you open your trunk, it actually makes it lift all the way and open up completely. Let's see what's in here. Oh yeah, center control organizer. So I got this too because the center console in the Model 3 is just a big gaping hole. This allows you to be able to put your things in there, coins, sunglasses, whatever you may want to put in there, just to keep it a little bit organized. So I got that too. Let's see, what else do we have here? I don't even know what this is. Let's see, probably something else I shouldn't have spent money on. Oh yeah, so cup holder insert. So I found out that in the Model 3, the cup holders are just, I guess, too big for standard size cups or soft drinks or soda cans. So they have these inserts that they make that help your cups or your bottles fit in there snug, so it's not rattling around while you're driving. So, and the thing is, like, a lot of the stuff is not really that expensive. It's $20 here, $40 here, $30 here, but when it's all added up together, you start realizing how much you're spending. And I made sure to keep track of everything. In fact, when I had multiple items in my Amazon checkout that I wanted to buy, just so I could keep track of the price of each individual item, I would buy each item separately. So I'll be able to find out exactly how much each item cost me, plus the taxes for that specific item. I'm just kind of anal like that. I wanted to keep track and find out exactly how much I was spending on accessories, so that's how I did it. Not sure what this is here. Let's see, what's this? Oh, so as you know, the Tesla does have that big, that big screen, and it's got, it actually has games that you can play on it. So I found out that you can actually get one of these universal game controllers and play video games on your Tesla. So hey, why not? I mean, that would be pretty cool. That's something, of course, that I would not have spent money on if I was getting a car other than the Tesla. But this, I think I would actually enjoy. Now, I don't know how often I'm going to be sitting in a parking lot playing video games in my car, but if that time does, if that ever does happen, I got a joystick to play games with. Let's see. This is something else that I thought was kind of ridiculous, but it wasn't too expensive, so I went ahead and got it. Basically, it's a tray that you attach to your steering wheel, so you can put your foot on here and eat in the car, or put your your laptop in the car and put your laptop on here and do some work in the car. I don't do any kind of laptop work in my car, so all I'm going to be doing with this is eating. Before now, I just put the foot on my lap and ate that way if I was going to be eating in the car. But thinking that the car has the screen where I can watch movies and Netflix and stuff, I probably would find myself sitting in the parking lot somewhere waiting for something, taking my time eating. And I figured, hey, they sell a tray that I can do that with, so why not do that? And these are just some of the accessories that I bought. I still got a few things that's, en route. And so far, I think probably the most expensive thing that I spent money on would be the NEMA 1450 outlet, which of course you absolutely need that. So I also quickly found out about the Tesla tax. And at least that's what I call it. I relate that to, for example, booking a venue for a wedding, or calling up a bakery and asking it to make your wedding cake. You could call the same location and make reservations for the venue for your lacrosse team meeting or your chess club meeting, and they'll charge you a lot less. Or you could call a bakery and say, hey, make me a birthday cake and I want it to be 3 tiers or whatever, whatever you want. But as soon as they find out that that cake is a wedding cake, all of a sudden it's a different price. It's a different price bracket. The price goes up. And that seems to be the case when you call places asking about getting a window tint or paint protection film for your Model 3. They seem to want to charge you more. Now, of course, I did experience a little bit of this even when I had my previous car, my BMW. I mean, there's been times when I've been talking to a contractor and they'll make comment like, oh yeah, you can afford it. You got a BMW parked outside. And I'm thinking, no, that's not how this works. Just tell me how much you would charge regardless of what car I have parked outside, you know? So, and I started experiencing this actually, as far as the Model 3, I started experiencing this maybe 2 months or so ago whenever I got the NEMA 1450 outlet installed in my garage. So some of the contractors that came by to give me an estimate on it immediately asked me, oh, is this going to be for a Tesla? Oh yeah, those are nice cars. I even had one guy tell me, oh man, what do you do for a living? I wish I could afford that. In my mind, I'm thinking, the truck you have parked outside is more than the Tesla I'm planning on getting. People just think it's really expensive. Now, of course, Teslas can get expensive depending on, what trim level you get, or if you get the Model S, or if you're getting the Model X. But literally, I'm getting the base Model 3. So in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, you can afford it. It's more expensive than that pickup truck you parked outside probably. So the guy that ended up only charging me just a little bit over $600 to get the NEMA 1450 outlet installed, he didn't ask me what I needed it for. He didn't know that it was for an electric vehicle. And now that I think back on it, that's probably why he did it so cheap. And if you watch the other video, I did mention, how much I paid for it and how I was able to get it done that cheap. When I call around asking people, trying to shop for getting my windows tinted, all of a sudden I'm finding out that there's all kinds of window tinting. There's the ceramic tint and the nano ceramic and the carbon tint. I didn't know any of this before when I had my BMW or with any car that I've had before now. I mean, no lie, when I got the windows tinted on my BMW, I was driving out of my neighborhood one day and I saw a van parked with the advertisement for window tinting on the side of it. I called up the number of the van. I called up the number on the side of the van. The guy came to my driveway and tinted my windows for $150. And I was perfectly happy with the tint job. I mean, the car had frameless doors, so the window tint went all the way to the edge of the window. There was no bubbles. It was perfect. I drove the car for years with that window tint, no issues. All of a sudden, everybody's talking about, oh, with the Tesla, it's like a fishbowl. It's going to be so hot in the car, especially living in Texas. So you need to have heat resistance and heat resistance. So you definitely need the ceramic, and you need to get your front windshield tinted and blah 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 blah. And the back window is so difficult to tint, and goodness. So getting a quote for window tint for the Model 3. The cheapest I'm getting is like $800. Everybody's wanting to charge between $800 to like $1,000 because of course I want the front windows tinted too. And I'm like, God, that's ridiculous. And then paint protection film. That's something I've had in like the last 3 vehicles that I've had on the front end of the vehicles. I remember on the BMW, it only cost $700, and I got the whole front end of the car done. Got the side fenders done. I got the side mirrors done for $700. The cheapest quote that I've been able to find to get the same amount of coverage on the Tesla Model 3 has been $1,200. I've gotten quotes as high as $2,000, and I know some of these places, if I call them and tell them I was trying to get this paint protection film done in a Kia Spectre, I'm sure they will charge a lot less. But for some reason, as soon as they find out that you want to get it done on a Tesla, they jack up the prices. And I think it's because Tesla owners I guess, do a lot of modifications to their car and they're willing to pay this amount of money. So of course, hey, why wouldn't they charge that much? I'm gonna post links in the description down below for all the accessories that I've bought so far. I really can't recommend any of those items right now, simply because I haven't used them yet, since I don't have my car yet. So maybe in another 2 weeks or another 3 weeks, when I've got the car and I've tried out some of these products, I'll be able to tell you how well they work or how well they don't work. But for now, when I bought them, I just went based off of reviews of other people, other videos that I saw on YouTube and the ratings they had on Amazon. But with all that being said, thank you guys again for checking out another one of my YouTube videos. Please subscribe and check out the videos I would have in the future whenever I do take delivery of my Tesla Model 3. Thank you for watching. See you in another video.